Assalamualaikum students, I am Shiza Noor, your biology teacher, and I welcome you all to DPS online classes. Dear students, by the end of today's lesson, you all will be able to describe about organ and organ system level. You will be able to explain the individual level, and you will also be able to define the term population along with its examples. So let's move towards our topic, that is levels of organization. In the previous lecture, you have studied about the cell level and tissue level. And in today's lecture, we are going to discuss about some important contents of levels of organization, which are organ and organ system level, individual level, and population level. So first of all, we are going to discuss about organ and organ system level. In higher multicellular organisms, more than one type of tissue having related functions are organized together. We are particularly talking here about the multicellular organism, which consists of more than one cells, and when these cells combine together, they form a number of tissues. So different type of tissue which have the common functions are organized together to make one complete unit, which is known as organ. And there are different organs in our body like stomach, heart, brain, kidneys, intestines, liver, lungs, thyroid. There are different organs present in our body. Different tissues of an organ perform their specific function. कोई भी टिश्यू जो एक ऑर्गन के अंदर प्रेजेंट होता है, इट मे बी 1, 2 और सो मैनी, हर टिश्यू का एक अपना स्पेसिफिक फंक्शन होता है. And these functions collectively become the function of that organ. But apparently, when you look at the function, it becomes the function of that particular organ. For example, stomach is an organ that is specialized for the digestion of proteins, food, and for storing the food. You have studied about stomach in your previous classes. Now let us consider stomach as an example of organ. There are two major types of tissues that are present in the structure of stomach. Number one is epithelial tissue and number two is muscular tissue. First of all, what is the function of epithelial tissue? This tissue, which is present in the stomach, it secretes the gastric juice for the digestion of proteins particularly. Now what is this gastric juice? It is actually a digestive fluid formed within the stomach lining. Now next, what is muscular tissue? As you can see from its name, that is muscular tissue, which obviously means that it consists of muscle cells. So this tissue performs contractions of stomach walls, the movement of the muscles for grinding of food and moving food to the posterior end. Because we know that food must be converted into very small and simple substances so that our body can digest it easily. And then it moves the food to the posterior end. So both these tissues perform their own specific function. One is secreting gastric juice for the digestion of protein, while the other one is contracting the stomach walls for grinding the food. But collectively, they become the function of stomach, because overall, this is the digestion of food, which is done by stomach. Now let us see what is an organ system. So there are different organs that are present in our body, and all these different organs that perform related functions are organized together in the form of an organ system. जैसे अभी हमने stomach की बात की, तो stomach is not the only one organ that performs digestion alone. There are many other organs which work along with the stomach to perform digestion in our body. So all these organs that join together to form one complete unit and one complete system, that system is basically called an organ system. So the cells combine together to form tissues. The group of tissues then form organ, and then the organs performing same functions or common functions are organized together to form one complete system that is called organ system. In an organ system, each organ carries out its own specific function, and the functions of all the organ then appear as a function of that one organ system. We will consider the example of digestive system as an organ system. For example, digestive system is an organ system that carries out the process of digestion in our body. Now, along with stomach, there are many other organs that are present with the stomach to perform this special function of digestion. As you can see here, this is a stomach. Along with stomach, there are pancreas, small intestine, liver, gallbladder, large intestine, rectum, and anus, many different organs. So major organs in its framework are oral cavity, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, liver, and pancreas. All these organs help in the process of digestion, and then they collectively become the function of digestive system. Now we are going to discuss about the organ system level in plants. In plants, there are two important systems that control all the functions occurring in a plant. That is shoot system, that consists of leaf and stem, and root system, that consists of root. So all functions like photosynthesis and respiration, they're controlled by these two important systems. The organ system level is quite less complex in plants, as you can see the two important systems here, and they are less complex as compared to the animal. Why? Because this is due to the greater range of functions and activities in animal as compared to the plants. So we can see that in animal there are a number of different functions like respiration, digestion, excretion, circulation, and a number of other processes. And to do so, we need a lot of organs and organ systems. But in case of plants, there are only two important functions like photosynthesis and respiration. And for these two processes, shoot system and root system are enough to do so. So the plants do not have any organized or modified high level of organ system level. They do have the organ system, but not much complex as compared to the animals. So students, this was all about the organ and organ system level in animals as well as in plants. Now we are moving towards our next level, that is the organism level. We have been studying from cell, which forms tissues, then organ system, and now we are moving towards the next level, that is an organism level, or you can say individual level. So the different organs and organ system which we have studied in the previous slides, they are organized together to form one complete individual or an organism. So there are different living organisms or individuals that are present in our environment, like plants, animals, humans, insects, different individuals or organisms. In organism, the functions, processes and activities of various organs, as you have studied about stomach, and there are different other organs like liver, pancreas, or you can say lungs that undergoes the respiration process, like brain which controls the nervous system of our body. So all these organs with their respective organ systems are coordinated to each other. They work in coordination with each other. Let us consider the example of an individual. For example, when a man is engaged in continuous hard exercise, not only his muscles are working because he is running, but also there is an increase in the rate of respiration and heartbeat. Because when you are continuously running on a ground, your respiration rate increases because you need more oxygen to run, and similarly your heartbeat also increases. This accelerated rate of respiration and also the heartbeat, it supplies more oxygen and food to the muscles, because this is what your muscles needed so that you can run easily, which they need for continuous work. So your muscles get more oxygen and food, due to which your rate of respiration and heartbeat increases, and then you can run easily. So students, this was all about individual level. Now we are going to discuss about the next level, that is population level. So the biologists extend their studies to the population level, where they study interactions among members of the same species living in the same habitat. So biologists studied about the communications and involvement of different members of the same species that live in the same habitat. Now what is a species? It is a group of organisms capable of interbreeding and producing fertile offspring, which means members or organisms that are able to reproduce just like them. They produce the fertile offspring, and there are a number of different species that exist in our environment. Habitat means the area of the environment in which an organism lives. There are a number of different habitats like forest, polar, oceans, desert, and different other habitats in which particular organism lives. So we can define population as a group of organisms of the same species located at the same place in the same time. For example, human population, we are talking about only one population, one species, which means humans. In Pakistan, at one same place in 2010, the time is also mentioned, that comprises of 173.5 million individuals. So this is an example of population because we are talking about only one same species that are located at the same place in the same time. So students, in today's lecture, we have discussed about the important levels of organization. Number one is organ level. The tissues of an organ work together to perform a specific function. For example, stomach, which helps in churning food and its partial digestion. And it carries on this process with the help of important tissues. The next important level is organ system level. A group of organs that work together to carry out a specific life process forms an organ system. For example, in digestive system, there are different organs that carries on digestion. For example, esophagus, stomach, and intestines. The next important level is the organism level, in which all the different organs and organ systems work in coordination, and this is the highest level of organization called an organism or individual. Then we have studied about the population level. A population is a group of individuals of the same species that live in the same place at the same time. For example, the population of humans or horses. So students, this was all about today's lesson. I hope you are clear with all the concepts. Thank you so much for watching this video. Allah Hafiz.